SOTA Moto. This is Sota Smith, and we are doing a poker run. Woo! We got, I believe, 3 dealerships to do in a couple hours. I gave the rest of the crew people a head off start. So let's start off this episode. Alright, it's a beautiful day, about 77 degrees, and we're ripping along on the Night Thunder. A little construction right here. Uneven lanes. Uneven lanes for an uneven rider. Kind of curious what sort of reaction I will get at the Harley dealership, being that the V-Rod is the red-headed stepchild. Kind of cool. Little closer view of the city skyline. Beautiful city. If you haven't ever been to the Twin Cities, we're heading to the sister city right now, St. Paul, to the St. Paul Harley dealership. That's going to be my second stop on this poker run. But there we go, coming into Minneapolis. Very pretty. You can see some iconic buildings there. The IDS Tower. That is the blue structure, blocky with the black top, and the Fauché Tower. And there we go. A bigger shot of the city. And of course, we're hitting traffic. it's the Allianz Field Stadium. Just constructed that new stadium for soccer, or football, as it's called. Another guy doing the poker run. Looks like he up this frontage road. Never been to this Harley Davidson dealership, so Minnesota roads. We'll crack the potholes. That's gotta be along here somewhere. A little lake down there. Where's that Harley Davidson sign? Coming up on the left. Somewhere on the left. There it is. Hit a little hard here. And here we are, stop number 2 on the poker run. St. Paul, Harley Davidson. Hi. Good. Where's the poker run?
Oh, poker run. Yeah. Going around. The table's right back there.
The table's back there?
Yep,
all right, thank you.
Then you drive that one up and then that one. I didn't see that. How you doing there?
Pretty good.
It looks like a poker run kind of guy.
Yeah,
right.
We're doing number 2.
Number 2.
You're number 2 in the stop, guys.
Alright.
We did Wild Prairie first, so.
Alright, that's okay.
Yeah, they won't hold that against me.
We'll forgive you.
All right, appreciate that. Good day for a ride.
Yeah.
A little warm. My first card was a humdinger. 8 of diamonds. Let's see.
Another 8 of diamonds.
Should we go for the flush? Maybe a diamond. Oh!
And a jack too. That's good. 8, 9, 10, jack. You could still get a straight flush with that.
Yeah. I'm already probably out of worst hands, so if we got.
Oh, that'll work.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
And then grab one of them there pins.
Tell me a little bit about the Patriot Guard.
Well, the Patriot Guard is like we honor the fallen veterans. We do it by standing in flag lines at Fort Snelling. We may do an escort from the dignified transfers of a killed in action or actually coming back, transferring, and escorting them to the funeral homes. Many different things like that. We make visits to the veterans' homes just for morale and stuff like that. So, for your organization, you simply just go to MNPatriotGuard.org, fill out your name and email, and then what they do is they just send you emails. So if you like getting emails, we are your organization for you. But other than that, the cool thing is you ride when you can.
Yeah.
And if you can't, it's not a big deal. No commitments, no nothing. It just says, come stand this flag line. If you can come in, and then you leave when you need to. So the only thing we ask is that you supply your own 3x5 American flag. That's it. Everything else is kind of on your own. So it's a good deal. So if you're not there, or a good ride coming up next year, July 9th, 2022, called Gathering of the Guard, and it's going to be there to honor the fallen and really bring notice to the Patriot Guard for what they do. So if you're there, check that out.
All right. And your name is?
Tim Germain.
Tim Germain. You got it from Tim Germain. What do you think?
Looks good.
You
Yeah.
know, lose this at 90 miles an hour?
No. You know, they do sell screw backs for those that you can put on and then you won't lose them for
I should
sure.
probably look at.
Stop number 2, St. Paul on the poker run. Pulled a jack of diamonds. Talked with the Patriot Guard folks. And now we are going to be headed complete south to Lakeville, Minnesota, out by our Buck Hill Ski Resort for our 3rd stop. Alright, so we finished St. Paul, Harley Davidson. Got to chat with one of the Patriot Guard members. Very cool organization escorting the fallen to their resting spot, picking them up at the airport. So I feel this poker run has a little bit of meaning to it. I think we often don't always appreciate our military, their families, and the sacrifices that they've made to defend our independence and our country. So the Patriot Guard, I think, serves a very important function in the memorial of the fallen. So we're cruising around just under 80 miles an hour, and I do really like the bullet fairing. I think now that we have it seated over the 7-inch Bubbalusa Harley Davidson matte black headlight, and I think we're coming up on our exit here. And here we go. The Harley Davidson dealership. There it is. Well, let's go up here. Fast enough for me.
How fast does it go?
You know, realistically, about 140 it starts kind of shaking a little bit. Yeah. 125 horsepower. You guys doing the poker run?
No, not today.
Stop number 3 done. Letting the bike cool off.
spent some time talking to Grizzly and Kevin in there, and just noticed I lost a bolt on the visor on the helmet, so that's going to make the run to Blaine kind of interesting. So let's get to stop number 4. So far we got 3 diamonds.
So right now the right retaining bolt for my visor is gone. We lost it at the last stop, and unfortunately I wasn't able to find a replacement. And we are headed to our last stop, Blaine, Harley Davidson. So I'm having a little bit of deja vu because this is the route we took to St. Paul. I went all the way south, and now I'm going back north again. Alright, last stop, Blaine, Harley Davidson.
We're outside Blaine, Harley Davidson. The last stop on the Poker Run. Lost the right bolt for the helmet. So I'm going to see if they have a replacement inside, and both GoPros are down, so doing it with the phone. You think I'm going to be lucky here?
I hope so.
All right. Which side did you start feeling the magic when you unfolded them? Where are the diamonds?
Right there.
Channeling. That's the one?
I don't know. That's what I felt.
Oh!
But it was red.
It was red, so you're picking up on the
And
red.
it's a 6.
Alright, we got a bit of a problem. The fairing keeps on coming off. Well, now it's not. The fairing actually snapped open as I was coming down this road, snapped off, and pivoted. I'm lucky I didn't lose it. I just put my hand on top, pulled off to the side of the road, and snapped it back into place. It doesn't look like it's locking though on this one side. There we go. See, it keeps pulling off this side, which is not good. So I think I might be out of the poker run here. All right, Murphy's Law. Got a half hour till the poker run is over. The fairing popped off right down the street here. It wasn't going very fast, but the whole fairing is unclipping. You can see it just unclipped right there. Right there. Made it the whole trip up to this last leg, and it's not seated on there properly. But I'm at this crossroads. It's been an interesting poker run. I'm out of batteries. I'm out of batteries on the GoPro. The fairing is popping off the bike, and I lost the right side of the visor on a poker run. This is not even like an endurance race. I'm almost a little embarrassed to say I got a DNF, a do not finish, on the Harley Davidson and Minnesota Patriot Guard Poker Run, and a little bit of it was due to timing. The poker run starts at 9 a.m. I started at about 11:15 and I got hung up at some dealerships, but in addition to that, you know, had some issues along the way, which, you know, make riding at high speeds interesting. I lost the helmet pivot hardware off the right side of the Bandit. I think I was going about, well, we won't say how fast I was going. And then, interesting enough, as I left the last dealership, that was the Blaine dealership, I was cruising along at a pretty good speed, and the fairing unclipped. It actually unclipped from the top, and you'll see that video where I had to pull off to the side of the road. So because I did not allow enough time for socializing and any sort of issues that popped up on the road, with 15 minutes to go, I was 25 minutes from the Harley Davidson Wild Prairie dealership. You know, that's where you saw Dave, who actually sold me this 2017 Night Rod, and we ran out of time. So here is the final tally, and again, a DNF. 4 dealerships in about 4+ hours, and I had a pretty good hand going with the 3 diamonds, and wound up pulling a heart at the last dealership. So the Patriot Guard Riders, it is a fantastic organization. I learned a little bit more from the organization, and the stories that Grizzly and Kevin shared with me in Blaine were pretty moving. But now we're done with the ride. The fairing performed pretty well, but again, it's popping out. The fairing actually popped out all the way in the video. So I got some fine tuning on the fairing, but I was pretty satisfied with how the bike performed. It was definitely operator error that made me DNF a poker run, not like it was a Pan Am motorcycle race. But after that grueling amount of kind of quick metro grinding, this cold beer is going to taste pretty good. If you want to learn more about the Patriot Guard, go to the Patriot Guard website. It is free to join, and there are local chapters in your community. Oh, that's tasting good. And it's a worthwhile organization if you ride and want to recognize and honor fallen heroes. This is Sota Smith with SOTA MOTO. If you like the content, please hit subscribe, please hit like, and I'll see what I can do to get you some more content. Ride safe.